Moving to the U.S. and need a bank account? Whether you're a student, worker, or new resident, having a U.S. bank account is crucial for managing your finances. But if you're an immigrant or don't have a social security number, SSN, it can feel confusing and even impossible to get started. Good news, you can open a U.S. bank account even as an immigrant. In this video, I'll walk you through the types of bank accounts you can open, the documents you need, which banks are best for immigrants, tips to avoid hidden fees and mistakes. Stick around till the end for a pro tip that can make the process even easier. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's dive in. If you're living in the US, having a bank account makes life so much easier. Get paid. If you're working, your employer will likely require a bank account for direct deposit. Pay bills. Many services like rent, utilities, and subscriptions require a U.S. bank account. Build credit. A checking account helps you establish a financial record, which is essential for getting a credit card, car loan, or even a mortgage in the future. Send and receive money. Need to send money to family abroad? A bank account makes it cheaper and safer than using cash or check cashing services. Now that we know why a bank account is important, let's talk about the different types available. Before opening an account, it's important to know which one suits your needs. In the U.S., there are two main types of personal bank accounts. One checking account for everyday use, best for daily transactions, paying bills, and receiving paychecks. Features debit card, online banking, check writing, direct deposits. Watch out for monthly fees, overdraft fees, and ATM withdrawal limits. 2 savings account for saving money and earning interest. Best for storing money for emergencies, earning interest, and long-term savings. Features interest on deposits, limited monthly withdrawals. Watch out for withdrawal limits and minimum balance requirements. Pro tip, start with a checking account for daily spending, then add a savings account for your financial goals. Now, the big question, what do you need to open a bank account in the U.S. if you're an immigrant? Most banks require these 4 key documents. 1, a valid form of identification. This can be passport, U.S. visa, if applicable, foreign government issued ID, some banks accept this. 2, proof of address. Banks need to verify your U.S. address. You can use utility bill, electricity, internet, water, lease agreement or rental contract, bank statement from another financial institution. 3, ITIN or SSN for some banks. Some banks require a social security number, SSN, but many accept an ITIN, individual taxpayer identification number. If you don't have an SSN, you can apply for an ITIN through the IRS. 4, initial deposit depending on the bank. Some banks require a minimum deposit to open an account. This can range from $0 to $100 or more. Pro tip, call the bank ahead of time to confirm which documents they require. Not all banks make it easy for immigrants to open an account, but these top banks are known for being immigrant-friendly. Best traditional banks, physical branches. Bank of America offers checking and savings accounts for non-residents. Chase Bank allows ITIN holders to open accounts with a passport. Wells Fargo accepts passports and foreign ID. Best online banks, no branches, no fees. Chime, no monthly fees, great for digital banking. SoFi Money, free overdraft protection, no fees. Wise, formerly TransferWise, best for international money transfers. Decide whether you want a traditional or online bank. Step 2, gather your documents. Make sure you have your passport, IDI, if needed, proof of address and deposit ready. Step 3, apply online or visit a branch. Many banks allow you to open an account online, but some require an in-person visit. Step 4, fund your account. Deposit the required minimum amount, if any, to activate your accounts. Step 5, set up online banking and direct deposit. Download your bank's app, set up bill payments, and link direct deposit for paychecks. That's it, you now have a U.S. bank account. Before we wrap up, here are 3 mistakes to avoid when opening a bank account in the U.S. Mistake 1. Choosing a bank with high fees. Always check for monthly fees, overdraft fees, and ATM fees. Mistake 2. Not asking about IDIN alternatives. Some banks allow foreign IDs or passports, so always ask. Mistake 3. Ignoring online banking. Make sure your bank has a good mobile app for easy money management. Pro tip, if your bank requires an SSN and you don't have one, ask if they accept an ITIN or alternative forms of ID. And there you have it. Now you know exactly how to open a U.S. bank account as an immigrant, step by step. Have any questions? Drop them in the comments and I'll be happy to help. Like this video? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more finance tips.